All right. Welcome back, y'all. Another week, another episode, No 304 show. Who we got in the building so far? We got the brother Coach 67 Sports TV up in here. What's happening with it, man? Aladdin Saddam in the building. AB is up in the building. The Dirt Gang boss, what's happening? Vincent Vilborn, what's happening with it, bro? RT. Sheldon LDBC, nothing in the building. The homie Rod Neal, what's happening? The lovely brown sugar Tay Tay is in the building. What's up, Tay Tay? Tay Tay got that link for the LDBC meet and greet in Vegas right here. Make sure y'all click on that link. Get y'all tickets, man. August 9th, August 10th. We're going to be out there kicking it. 88 Sports Talk in the building. Del Reeve in the building. King Strick, what's happening with it? Rick Blackwell. The homie Insane Talk up in the building. Fella, what's happening with it? HC Boxing. Tony Snow. Soda Black in the building. Jay up in here. Steph Brown, salute, fam. All right, y'all, smash that like button. Share the video. I'm in here with the homie. Got the co-host in the building, my brother Blue Ray. What to do, Blue? You on mute, Blue Ray. Oh, Blue Ray might have stepped away for a second.
Yeah, my bad, 7-8. What's going on, man? What's up to the chat? What up to the LDBC family, man? What's popping?
Man, chilling, man. Got a lot of stuff to talk about. A few topics, actually. We go. This ain't gonna be no marathon show tonight, y'all. We're gonna knock it out though.
Yeah, y'all won't get to mess with Blue Ray all night.
yeah. Shout out to Mook Styles P. Appreciate you, man. Salute to y'all in the building. All right, let's go and get down to it, man. Let's get to the action. Let's see what topic we want to start off with first. All right, let's start off with this one first here, man. Let's see here. Let's start off with Donald Trump in the Diddy situation here. Let's go and deal with that first.
You mentioned once in 2012 that Diddy was a good friend of yours back then. He has since found himself in some very serious legal trouble.
Yeah, that's true.
Would you ever consider pardoning him?
Well, nobody's asked. You had to be the one to ask, Peter, but nobody's asked. But I know people are thinking about it. I know they're thinking about it. I think some people have been very close to asking. First of all, I'd look at what's happening. And I haven't been watching it too closely, although it's certainly getting a lot of coverage. I haven't seen him. I haven't spoken to him in years. He used to really like me a lot, but I think when I ran for politics, that relationship busted up. From what I read, I don't know. He didn't tell me that, but I'd read some little bit nasty statements in the paper all of a sudden. You know, it's different. You become a much different person when you run for politics and you do what's right. I could do other things, and I'm sure he'd like me, and I'm sure other people would like me, but it wouldn't be as good for our country. As we said, our country's doing really well because of what we're doing. So it's not a popularity contest. So I don't know. I would certainly look at the facts. If I think somebody was mistreated, whether they like me or don't like me, it wouldn't have any impact on me.
All right. So Trump says that he would consider pardoning Diddy if he was asked. Nobody asked him yet, but he would be open to it if he felt like Diddy was got a raw deal. And here comes this nigga here, man. Look at this nigga here. This dude, I don't know why people defend 50 Cent so much. I don't know why people like this dude so much. When he first came in the game, I told y'all he was a snitch. He moved like a snitch. No, he ain't a snitch. Come on, CD, he ain't a snitch. Look at this man. Donald doesn't take well to disrespect and doesn't forget who chooses to go against him. While working tirelessly to make America great again, there is no room for distraction. He would consider pardoning anyone who was being mistreated, not Diddy. He said Diddy said some really bad things about Trump. It's not okay. I'm going to reach out so he knows how I feel about this guy. I will make sure Trump is aware. Bro, if this ain't some police, I'm a tattletale. No, don't let him out of jail. What kind of nigga is we dealing with 50 Cent, bro? This is I ain't never seen no dude like this before.
Well, you got to take in consideration that he was messing with his baby mama. So 50 Cent
But 50 got PIMP, you say?
No. So what I'm saying is 50 is first of all petty. He don't like Diddy, and then it's coming from a personal issue. He has a personal problem with Diddy. See what I'm saying? So that's why it's so much hate and rage for Diddy. He's going out his way to even in the face of knowing that he's hating on Diddy, he don't care because Diddy was hitting his baby mama, flaunting his baby mama around. You know what I'm saying? And so, I hate to say it, but 50-50 raw like that. It's just what it is. And he's standing on business behind, what it is.
Man, that nigga 50-year-old, bro. There ain't no baby mama in the world. He wasn't your wife. How you making songs about you a pimp, you a PIMP, you know what I'm saying, stop saving these hoes and all this old shit, and now you mad at Diddy because he was slutting out some scallywag. That you had a baby by. You was stupid enough to have a baby by her.
True.
And Diddy out here skeeting on her, peeing on her, whatever he doing.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't put a baby in it. And
I'm just bringing the context of why 50 so he's so hurt behind the situation. You know what I mean? Because he was really bothered when the baby mama was dealing with him. So you know what I mean. So it is what it is. And then it's crazy knowing that I got a problem with this dude, and you go deal with a dude that I don't deal with. You know what I'm saying? And you the mother of my child. Like that's scandalous.
But the thing is, she's an industry jump off though. This ain't like this was some girl that 50 met at the Library of Congress or something.
Right.
This was an industry thought pocket that 50 got pregnant, so she's in those circles.
Mm-hmm.
If you 50, you don't want to be with me, you just paying child support, cool. She want to hop on somebody else.
Yeah. Now that was his fault for sure. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, bro, it's like, I honestly don't believe that Trump was part of them anyway, because when you go look at the stuff Diddy said about Trump, bro, like Trump ain't from the part of that dude, bro.
No, I seen it, but you never know though. You never know with Trump, man. I see what Diddy said about Trump, but I think Trump seen that before too, because he responded to it before. He said he was it was a couple years ago when he first became the president. He said he was disappointed in Diddy's statements or whatever.
Yeah, he gave a political answer, 78.
Right, but why is he? So I'm gonna tell you something. Trump a businessman, bro. If Diddy's lawyers now come to him and say, "Look, what can we do? We need a pardon." I'm gonna tell you right now. First thing Trump gonna do is say, "I want X amount of dollars." You know what I'm saying? And I got you. Trump, he a businessman. The man just took a whole airplane from somebody. Trump bought that paper, dog.
Trump is 100% opportunist. That's not even. If anybody in denial about that, then you just sleep. Trump is an opportunist, 100%.
What's up, Drew Titan LLC in the building? Tony Snow.
Drew, what up, family? What up? Go ahead, my bad.
No, it's all good. He said 50 clown Rick Ross for having a baby mama by a sex worker. Then he found out his baby mama was Diddy's sex worker. Yeah, that gotta hurt. Yeah, man, the super channel, should be here by the end of the month. But this channel ain't monetized just yet.
Y'all just keep sharing, keep liking, keep supporting. Right. We on our way.
Yes, indeed. I'll keep share the video, smash that like button. All the good stuff. All right, let's go to another one. Another topic here we got. Let's see what we got. Oh, let's deal while we stand on the Diddy topic for a minute. So there's been a lot of backlash against Bill Maher because they say he's victim shaming. That's what the women say. They say he's victim shaming because he's been critical of Cassie Ventura, one of Diddy's old hoes. And he's been critical of a lot of. Well, I'm going to play what he said. Let me play what he said. Get out the way here.
Moving forward, the rule should be if you're being abused, you got to leave right away. Now, I completely understand why in the past women often did not do that. I understand, as counterintuitive as it seems, why an abused woman would send complimentary texts or emails to her abuser after the abuse. In an era where women felt for good reason that OG predators like Bill Cosby and Harvey Weinstein would never be held accountable, why not at least get something out of it? These men were surrounded by all sorts of enablers, skeptical cops, assistants who lured women into unsafe spaces, cowards who knew what was going on but didn't dare expose the person who signed their paycheck. In that scenario, it was not illogical for an abused woman to say, well, if I can't get justice for my pain, can I at least get a receipt, a coupon? But a lot has changed. Cosby and R. Kelly went to prison. Harvey Weinstein is going to die in prison. Larry Nassar is serving 175 years. Jeffrey Epstein was murdered in his jail cell by Hillary Clinton. Post-Me Too, reporting of sexual crimes is way up, as is the percent of women who say they're now more likely to speak out if victimized. And many states have changed laws, making it easier for victims to come forward. We're not in the no one listens to women or takes them seriously era anymore. Operators are actually standing by to take your calls. And I'm aware that it can be difficult to leave an abusive relationship. Most of what I watch on TV is the Lifetime channel. But this should be society's new grand bargain. We take every accusation seriously, but don't tell me any more about your contemporaneous account that you said to two friends 10 years ago. Tell the police right away. Don't wait a decade. Don't journal about it. Don't turn it into a one-woman show. And most importantly, don't keep fucking him. Don't keep fucking him. Your only contemporaneous notes about what he did should be the police report. It's not victim shaming to expect women to have the agency to leave toxic relationships. Quite the contrary, to not expect that is infantilizing them. If Diddy walks free, it will be because his lawyers can point to an endless stream of text from Cassie expressing what's often called enthusiastic consent to their sex life. If you're Me Tooing someone, it doesn't help your case if you texted him, "Me too. I just want it to be uncontrollable." If you want us to think you weren't always ready to freak off, don't write, "I'm always ready to freak off." Or wish we could have FO'd before you left. You know, one sign you're pretty comfortable with something is when you call it by its initials, like Trump with KFC, or Johnny Depp. Or Johnny Depp with BO.
Okay, so that was Bill Maher take on the situation with the Me Too movement being 8 years old now, and he's saying he's just, you heard me say, going forward there should be some changes. Women right now are empowered. They shouldn't be waiting all these years to report somebody supposedly did something to them. If something happened, you should be on the phone with the police the next day or the same day. How do you feel about it?
Well, I'm not going to say same day or the next day because everybody respond to trauma differently. But I don't believe that it should take years and years upon years, like a decade. Like, that's very unnecessary. And then I believe that women should have somebody in their life that they can have a real conversation with about their experience, and someone to help them in the process of them dealing with their trauma to get the correct help and notify the right individuals to, to get justice for the person that violated them. You know what I'm saying? And that's just being real. But
Right.
like, I don't understand. So you saying people have an issue with what Bill Maher said? Because I didn't see anything.
Women are saying that he's blaming Cassie, blaming the victim. They saying that Cassie has what you call that shit, that bullshit that everybody talking about now.
But how is he blaming Cassie when he's literally saying that, hey, You should not be calling the freak off by its initial. You shouldn't be saying, hey, I wish we should have FO'd before you left, because now that shows consent. That shows that you're enjoying what's going on. Because if I'm leaving, if I got a trip, business, meeting, whatever I got going on, and I'm going to take care of my business, I'm not thinking about the FO. But you saying, hey, I wish we could have FO before you left, that shows that you desired it and that you wanted it. So you can't play the victim just because of the video, because there's more context to the entire situation of what they're trying to prosecute him for. See what I'm saying?
Right.
The video of him beating her, that's a totally different charge in a totally different situation versus when you texting me, hey, I wish we could have FO'd, or AB said Stockholm syndrome for sure. But, you know, if you go through all those messages in years and years and years, there's no way that he was coercing her to do any of that stuff, bro. It's insane to me.
Yeah, like the homie just said, that's the word I was looking for, Stockholm syndrome. That everybody's using this now. All these women use. Me and my homie were just talking about this before the show. My homie Sprite. It's like Stockholm syndrome is this new overused term. Everybody using this term now to explain whenever to get out of jail free card to every fucking nasty ass woman out here. But the bottom line is Stockholm syndrome is a rare situation. That's for prisoners of war. That's for kidnapped people who've been forced to be with somebody for 10 years in captivity. You know what I'm saying? This is not for somebody who was in an abusive relationship but got a chance to leave every day, go to their mama house, catch flights, go date somebody else. That's not Stockholm syndrome. Stop using these. Y'all mixing up stuff. Yeah, AB, just like gaslighting, overused. Gaslighting. Everybody just using these weird terms because they just learned them.
Well, they use these terms because they don't want to be accountable. That's the problem. No accountability, bro.
Absolutely. And that's my issue with the whole thing is that, you know, I agree with Bill Maher when it comes to the Me Too movement. I'm in support if a woman or anybody, a man, woman, child, anybody who has been abused or taken advantage of in a sexual way or something like that, I'm for them getting their justice. But I'm not for the lies, because the lies take away from the people who are actually telling the truth. When you come out here just looking for a hustle, when you just out here hustling, what's up, growing soul? When you just looking for a hustle to come up and you riding somebody else's wave, you making it harder on everybody else. You know what I'm saying? So, and it's a lot of women doing that. Cassie was a grown woman. And it's another thing that's coming out in court that nobody talking about. This is why I hate this shit. I swear, bro. Like, if I don't do a video every day, it's only a couple other people who will do it, because it's so much shit that be coming out in court that the media will not talk about.
Yeah.
Cassie, not only has she admitted when she was on the stand that you know, like Bill Maher said, that she was she liked the freak offs. She initiated a lot of the freak offs. We all know she paid all of the escorts. She found the escorts and paid them. She did all the legwork. Not only that, she threatened to kill one of the escorts because she thought he was recording it. Right? Yep. She also was negotiating, trying to get that tape, the so-called tape of him of Diddy beating her up. She negotiated to get that tape. Peace to the brother. What's up? This your boy here, Blu-ray.
Is that Ben?
Yeah, what's going on? What's happening, fellas?
What's up, my brother? What's going on?
Man, she just got through taking a nice little nap, man. Somebody kept me up last night. We was on that word last night. On it too.
No, for sure.
Yes, sir. All right, so yeah, what I was saying was, like, you know, they have Cassie did a lot of stuff. She negotiated trying to get that tape back from the hotel tape back. She also is coming out in court that she was talking to the witnesses before they got on the stand. One of the witnesses today said that Cassie texted her today. right? So what is she? Why is she talking? This girl is orchestrating all this stuff, and on top of that, Cassie, they found out that from the witness on the stand today said the Diddy lawyer actually said, so you and Cassie used to get high together. She said, yeah. So you guys were getting high and doing all these drugs. So what kind of drugs were you using? She said cocaine. She was naming all this other stuff I never heard of, and ecstasy, weed, and all that kind of stuff, right?
Yeah.
So she said, so you guys were doing this stuff before you met Diddy? She said, yeah. Now, this is what I'm trying to tell people. This ain't no baby. This ain't no victim, bro. This girl was a stone cold 304. Okay.
But this is the crazy part. If she was texting the witnesses, that should qualify for a mistrial alone, in my opinion.
I agree. But you know, this is rigged, bro. This whole situation rigged. Like the witness said on the stand, she said, Cassie texted me this morning. It's crazy.
That's crazy, bro.
So
isn't there a law about communicating with witnesses and stuff like that? I'm not saying it's a law. Maybe it's just like a standard.
No, this is the loophole. Did the attorney say, did you guys discuss your testimony today? No, we didn't. Okay, Cap. We know you did. All right? We know you discussed it, but if you can't prove it, then it's definitely witness tampering, though.
Gotcha.
It's definitely witness tampering.
Yeah, that's what I was looking for, witness tampering. That's what I was looking for. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what they're doing. So yeah, this chick is no victim. But
Ben, what you thinking about Cassie as a victim? Yeah or nay?
I say, hell no, bro. she ain't no victim. She knew what she was getting involved with. Everybody know who the hell P. Diddy was and is, especially in the industry. It ain't nothing new. It hasn't been nothing new. The only thing that has anything to do is just like with any other megastar that get to a point of getting past their means, they got to put them back in line. And if you notice and go back to a lot of the panels that was starting to be political, Puffy was starting to be really in the midst of getting people together. You know what I'm saying? And what was happening was that's something they don't like. They don't like us to assemble together as a whole. So it has nothing to do with Cassie, because Cassie always been who she was when she was. You feel me? It has everything to do with Diddy. Cassie is just an out. Now, another part that I have a problem with is the fact that it has something to do with her husband. You get where I'm coming from? And the fact that you know how them guys get when all of a sudden all this information come out and now this my wife, you know they ain't gonna play that. So I don't know what his part is in high society and who he knows and what part he's playing, but I know that she definitely not a victim, and she was there doing what she was doing to get to where she was getting to, just like Young Miami. All of them use them brothers until they can't use them no more, and now they got an issue. You know what I'm saying?
That falls on the brother at the end of the day.
Oh yeah, and once again, remember P. Diddy got started getting bigger than his britches. He was humble at first, and then all of a sudden he felt like he couldn't be touched. And if you notice, that was Bill Cosby, that was Michael Jackson, that was Prince, that was go ahead, my brother.
That was OJ too.
That was definitely OJ. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, and then you got to also understand what is America's biggest export right now. America's biggest export is the black culture. Who has a great hand in that culture? P. Diddy. Who was he associated with? Who they was talking about? Can't think of that dude that helped fund. They say he was P. Diddy's lover. You know what I'm saying? But he was more the one in control, getting them in the play. I can't think of his name in that industry. So it's I'm gonna put it like this. She's a pawn in the bigger game, and that was just one that can bear true witness. Because the way that they talk about Diddy was plugged in the streets, so he wasn't no poo putt. when it came to the what's going on in New York, and I don't know how true it is. It's only hearsay with me, but you know, and what I know to be. But he definitely was getting out his britches, because I was watching him sitting on them panels and start talking political when they start talking about the Black Jewish plan. And when you start doing that and putting that into play, yeah, believe me, it's an X on your back. Believe, whether you know it or not, it's an X on your back. So Cassie, it's just like the same thing with not the switch subject, but with Megan Thee Stallion, right? Well, all of a sudden, everything coming out with Megan and what truly transpired, and that you know, your man's was dealing with Megan and a homegirl, and it was a homegirl that was supposed to have shot her, but they put it on that brother. You feel me? But what did that brother do? That brother showed you how to make $1 million utilizing, which they don't talk about no more. Them what is it? NFTs.
Right.
He sold his album in one day and made $1 million cash without the industry.
Yep.
Interesting. It's interesting.
It is. Most definitely. Yeah, we're gonna have to cook on that Tory Lane situation again. Well, because a lot of other stuff coming out about that. Let me go to this topic here. Let's go to Zion Williams. So Zion Williamson, NBA player for the New Orleans Pelicans. You know, he found himself in some bullshit. You know, Zion, you know, he got lady trouble. You know, so apparently there's a woman coming out who claims to be his ex-girlfriend, and she says that Zion, she was dating him, I guess, back when he was in college in Duke. She says Zion was beating her up and raping her and all kind of crazy shit, right? And you know, she ain't say nothing about it until now. And then in comes this what's her name, Mariah
Mills, the goofy,
yeah, Mariah
bro.
Mills. This Mariah Mills chick, this disgusting savage whore. She come out and she's been harassing Zion for years, ever since Zion cut her off. She was a plaything. Zion Williams saw her on her OnlyFans. He got money. He's like, hey, I want to smash her. He reached out. He smashed. And then he started tricking off crazy. He got her spoiled with that lifestyle. He giving her $107,000 a month like an idiot, right? And then you just cut her off. You get me? These chicks gonna wild out. You cut that kind of money off because now they got accustomed to living.
But bro, watch this, bro. And this something that I never understood, bro. This bro was doing porn.
Mm-hmm.
Now make this make sense. You giving her $107,000 a month.
Mm-hmm.
You housing her. You treating her. These other men getting to entertain with her for maybe $2,000 a scene, $5,000 a scene.
Right.
The math ain't mathing.
It sure ain't.
They getting it for the low. You paying 6 figures and housing her. Come on, bro. These dudes is goofy, bro.
Yeah, it is goofy. But that's what happened when you ain't, you know, if you ain't grew up getting man, these dudes they just be so lustful, man. They can't control themselves and their urges, man. Just they got money and they just like a kid in a candy store. What's up, love is the word. What's up, Coach 67? Salute to everybody in the building. But so Zion was paying her, and Zion announced on his Instagram, on his social media, that he had his baby mama was pregnant, his girl was pregnant. So the Mariah Mills chick didn't know Zion had was having a baby with this other chick. So she spazzed out and goes berserk a couple years ago online, talking bad about him. I mean, real foul about the dude, talking about his house dirty. He got McDonald's bags all over the floor. He don't clean up. He barely wash up. He got soda bottles everywhere. And then all this stuff she's saying, but meanwhile, she was still over there sucking them off, though. So this is this chick. Now she come out claiming that Zion did something to her. He done raped her, too.
Everybody deserves a chance to be heard, and I hope me and any of the other victims, you know, I just hope we all get justice. And the amount of bashing, humiliation, slander, and that I've been receiving these last 3 years have been a lot, and it's causing me a lot of stress, emotional distress, and I just hope we all can come to justice and this all can be resolved and nobody has to relive all these things ever again. Quick message: you'll never be LeBron James ever. I don't know, that just came in my head just now. I don't know why, but yeah, you'll never be LeBron James. Sorry, sit this one out tonight. I told y'all last year, this person is a disgrace to the NBA. He has no morals or morality. What makes you think he's gonna be the face? Yeah, it's over. All I'm gonna say is, you see what happens when you don't pay. You see what? They don't play about me. Like, that's all I'm gonna say. Like, honestly, you'll never beat the GOAT. You're not the GOAT. That's it. You're not LeBron James. You'll never beat LeBron James.
Man, I can't stand this chick, man. But anyway, she tried to hire Tony Busby, the lawyer who got all these civil suits against Diddy and tried to sue Jay-Z. It also has a suit against Shannon Sharp. She tried to hire him, and he turned her down. So if he turned her down, then you already know she's full of it. But Blu-ray, what's your thoughts?
Well, you know he turned it down because you can just go on social media, just like the last excerpt you played of that clip of, you can find thousands of videos of her trolling him. So if you're steady trolling him and you're not going to the authorities about what transpired between you and him, and then you're online saying that you want to get back with him, you're crying over him. You're not going to cry over somebody when that person has abused you in the context of where there is a criminal, where you're a criminal. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's like it don't make sense to me. Well, it makes sense to why Tony Busby turned her down, like hands down, period. So it's just funny how this girl been trolling this man for all the years. Now all of a sudden, man, that video of her trying to act like she was a victim, bro, I wanted to throw up, bro. That was pathetic, bro. Like, she was trying her best. Like, nobody believes you, man. Nobody.
The acting was horrible.
Bro, the acting was horrendous, bro. That was crazy.
What you think, Brother P?
Ben. Oh, he probably stepped away.
Okay. Let me see here. Yeah, yeah. Her whole little I gotta listen to this again, man. It's disgusting.
Bro,
Everybody deserves a chance to be heard, and I hope me and any of the other victims, I just hope we all get justice. And the amount of bashing, humiliation, slander, and that I've been receiving these last 3 years have been a lot, and it's causing me a lot of stress, emotional distress, and I just hope we all can come to justice and this all can be resolved and nobody has to relive all these things ever again.
That's so disgusting, man. She said,
bro, that was the worst acting I've ever seen in my life when it comes to somebody trying to blame somebody, bro. That was so fake, bro. Bro, oh my God, bro. This internet, bro. That's why I don't be on the internet 7 days. I can't, bro. I get a small dose of the internet, bro, and I'll be in my real life, bro. I can't do the internet, bro. I can't.
Yeah,
bro.
I know, man. That's why I rarely be I come and do what I gotta do and get up off him. I hate this mug because it's so ridiculous, the storylines and everything. But anyway, Yeah, she got. I mean, ain't nobody believing her or not, but Zion still has to deal with this other girl who's looking for a settlement. She not pressing no criminal charges against Zion, even though she claims he raped her several times. She not pushing for criminal charges. She wants to get paid.
How long Zion been in the league?
What, about 4 years or something?
No, he's been in the league longer than that. Can y'all hear me, fellas?
Yeah, we're here now.
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Okay,
Yeah.
this internet tripping, bro. He been in the league, man, since like what, 2018?
Okay. Okay, so he been in for
because he in his second contract right now. Yeah,
8 years.
In his second contract. Yeah,
he been in the league 8 years.
About 6 close. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro. That's almost 10 years, man. These women are ridiculous, bro. If you truly a victim, man, you don't wait no almost 10 years, bro.
But what they're doing is they're using that. See, when them cases come into play, like U2 movement, that movement is still prevalent, and that's the ability for the system to get its money back from these young brothers and keep them from and keep them under wraps even. Because my biggest problem is if you're an athlete and you know you going in, because irregardless of what anyone say about Travis Hunter, I can respect the route that he going. You know what I'm saying? He got a woman. At least he got the one woman.
Right.
To be reckless like the rest of these brothers, yo, his woman may be out there and she may be doing what she doing. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, not to jump subject, it's at least he got one that he can deal with in a sense. The rest of these brothers, man, ain't nowhere in the world I'll be making all this money and be doing what you're doing, but they still kids. We're talking about 19, 20, 20. The mind don't mature to 25, right? And that's with proper guidance. They're not getting the proper guidance. So, and then the women are playing on them. You know, Jalen Green woman, baby mama playing on them. We know this for a fact. But
okay, so since you going there, I'm gonna play devil's advocate. So what's Shannon Sharp excuse?
Same thing. He know what he was doing. Ain't no excuse. He said it already. He told him he messed with young women.
The reason I'm saying that because you set your preference based on the age.
Hey, and guess what? Remember, he was spending payoff too. He ain't just because we call him just because he's a face of sports right now, one of the face of sports right now, doesn't take away from the fact that what y'all just said. Y'all used the term goofy. You know what I'm saying? Remember, a lame was a lame no matter if he got money or didn't have no money.
100%.
If you don't know how to operate in the system dealing with women, if a lot of times we think because these guys big and they got all this money that they was getting notoriety. No, them dudes was getting played. Travis Hunter was getting played. Come on, man. Think about look at bro. You feel all men are ugly. Don't get it misconstrued, but bro look like a gorilla, bro. You get where I'm coming from?
Wow.
Bro, and then if you got women, the mindset of women has evolved into the mindset of men. You know they like cute men. He gotta be handsome. He gotta be this tall. He gotta be, bro. They it's scandalous out here. And then he gotta have this much money in order to take care of me. And if he don't take care of me, he not taking care of the next chick. They don't know how to play the game, man. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
and
listen,
they thirsty.
I seen a woman in her 50s say she got a man got to make 7 figures. Man, I'm like, baby, you in your 50s, baby. You got your options is limited. You tripping.
But hey, you think you gonna tell her anything otherwise? Hell no, bro.
No, true. And there's nothing wrong with wanting what you want, but you got to be realistic too. You got to weigh your options. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta be willing to play the game. If you want, you can get a man that's rich and all that stuff. But what you gonna do once you get him? Because do you want to be the Mariah chick where you get a monthly allowance, you get smashed and never thought of it again until next month, or are you talking about having a dude who gonna marry you? You know what I'm saying? Right. Something like you're talking about. Because a lot of them. They seek all this. Oh, I want a high value man. I want this and that. Okay, well, a man with money, first of all, he don't need you. You gotta understand that, right? So if he's gonna be fucking with you, he just gonna be fucking with you, and he gonna have other girls that he fucking with too, right?
Facts.
You know, so because you already got you know what I'm saying, you a Honda Civic with 120,000 miles on it. Fuck, like who need? If I'm rich, okay, ain't nothing wrong with a Honda Civic with 120,000 miles if you got somewhere to go and you ain't got no other way to get there. Okay, but if I'm rich and I have my choice, I'm going to the car lot and get me something fresh off the lot.
That's facts.
That's just what it is. But to go back to what the brother was talking about with Shannon's problem is he game goofy. Shannon is an older dude, and this happens to a lot of older brothers. All right, when you older and you played the streets when you was younger, you played the field, and then you kind of step back from it.
Mm-hmm.
Then you jump back out there thinking you still that dude. And what happens is a lot of these young chicks got a lot more game than you got. Even if just 18, 19, 20, they know so much stuff now. They didn't work so many angles and so many cons on dudes. And Goofy, I had to stop some of my homies so many times from messing up. They like, hey man, I'm finna head out. Like, where you finna go? Man, I got this little young chick, man. I'm finna go over here and check her out. See, man, man, she's 26. She a bad little mother. I met her at the club, man. She nice, man. I'm like, okay, where you gonna be at? Let me know something. Oh man, I'm finna go by her house. She stay over. I said, bro, you ever been by her house? No, it's gonna be my first time. I said, bro, it's like 10 o'clock at night. Why would you drive over by a thought house 10 o'clock at night with all your jewelry on, and you ain't even never went over there to sweep the neighborhood and make sure there ain't no dead end street or nothing? Like, why would you do these little girls will set your black ass up? I'm outside, baby. Oh, come on up. Here comes some little YNs with guns. Take all your shit off. Trust me, I know.
And then not only that, sometimes they be having residual residue around where they done left the dude alone, but the dude on one, and you up there chilling, parlaying, and he knocking on the door trying to get his get back with the chick, and you end up in the situation.
Yeah, facts. And I'm glad you brought that up. A situation like that happened with me one time. A little chick, she wanted me to pull up on her. I'm supposed to be just picking her up, not going in her house. So I pull up in front of her house, pick her up. It's some dude sitting on the porch. So I call her. I'm like, hey. I said, I'm at the address, but I said, this is a dude sitting on the porch. She's like, oh yeah, don't worry about him. I said, this bitch crazy. So right, so you know, I kept the car and drive, just had my foot on the brake. You know what I'm saying? Because there ain't no fucking way. I'm checking the rear view windows, everything, because I don't know who this nigga is. But she come outside, she roll her eyes at him and shit. She opened up the passenger seat. I said, who dude? That's my baby daddy. I just drove off on the bitch. Drove off. Fuck you mean your baby daddy? You ain't finna disrespect that nigga in front of me.
No, facts.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't finna put me in the middle of y'all little bullshit y'all got going on.
100% facts.
I drove right the fuck off.
But you know what? To piggyback on you, my brother, here go the thing. A lot of people think that a lot of these brothers, remember it was a lot of brothers versions when we left high school. A lot of guys wasn't getting women like that. You know, it was really a selective few guys that had the movement to move around. A lot of guys thought, or women think, that guys get women like that, and that's not true. That's why it's a great majority. What they say, like 50%, over 50% of single men they got childless and don't have no woman.
Right.
So guys be more dry than women all day, every day. So there is a delusion when it comes to men. You get where I'm coming from?
Absolutely.
And let's look at it once again. Shannon Sharp, once again, ain't one of the most attractive guys amongst them group. He just got the muscles. What did he look like? Go and look at how Shannon Sharp look. He look like a monkey, bro. Women are just like men. They are attracted by features also. So there's a delusional fact when it comes to men. Oh man, I could get her because I'm gonna show her this money. How many guys you known put their money before themselves? They do it all the time. So now when it's time to get in those encounters, they being played, and guess who playing them? That's why I always sing the song and my guys start laughing. Why do good girls like bad guys, because the bad guys know how to maneuver, how to talk, how to lie to the women, how to tell them exactly what they want to hear, how to get them out of what they want to get, and then they get angry at them because they can't control them. You get where I'm coming from? And that's a
Now
very
that's real.
small
Now
number of men.
Now that's
Very
real.
small number of men.
Now that's real. They show you, man, when they can't control you, boy.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And then you ever notice I'm a very bold and vocal person. Right now, my lady, she hear me saying exactly what I'm saying. I don't hold my tongue. Never have, never will. You know how many guys I'll be talking, they be like, man, where your woman at? Shh, man, you shouldn't talk like that. I'm like, man, what you mean? I'm used to this. Bro, if she don't hear me talk like this when I'm around her, she should also hit the same way I talk when I'm not around. I'm gonna talk when I'm around her. You know what I'm saying? Because that way she know what she dealing with. So we don't have that confusion and that BS. You trying to cover up your conversation and not say certain things, bro. Be truthful, bro. Be true to who you are, so that she can be true to you. You get where I'm coming from? Now she know what she got. Oh, that's how my man talk. I ain't worrying about him. Because I know he gonna take care of he gonna take care of the household, he gonna take care of his children, he gonna take care of his family, he gonna provide for the family. He a man. And that's what men do. You see what I'm saying? Not guys, a man. Now them guys, come on, man. Zion is a guy with a lot of money, especially a young guy with a lot of money. Come on, man. He wasn't getting women like that when he was in high school
And then
college.
you got to think about it, like Zion, and I don't have no excuses for Shannon, but Zion and a lot of younger guys, they didn't have to really have them conversations.
Yes.
He didn't have to have them conversations. He didn't have girls jumping off the bus line. He didn't have those. He didn't have those. Have talk to a girl on a chat line back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Like we really had to communicate back in the day. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, my bad, Trey, for cutting your wisdom. Yes,
nah, you good. Nah, we really had to communicate. We really had to spit game and have these conversations with these ladies. You know what I'm saying? To get them to do what we want to do. Especially before you got your bag up. You know what I'm saying?
Oh hell, you had to vet them. You listen. How many women you had? You talked over the phone for days at a time, bro, before y'all even met up for a date.
Nah, facts, 100%.
So that created a skill set for us. We got the ability. I have no problem going to any room and talking to anybody.
Yep, facts.
Anybody. It used to mess my nephew and them up all the time when I go into a place and get what I want. They like, oh, how did you do that? I'm like, what do you mean? They like, you ain't see how old girl was looking at you? I'm like, nah, I wasn't paying attention. I was talking.
That's just like me. I don't even like texting. I like talking.
I like, there you go, Trey.
Yeah, I don't like texting, bro. Like don't text me no book and text me no story. I want to have a conversation. And if we trying to talk about something and get an understanding about something, call my phone so we can talk about it and get it done with. That's simple. I'm not gonna be texting you for 2 hours and we miscommunicating because we overlapping the text, etc.
There you go.
Yeah. I'm the same way with them text messages.
Think about it, 7-8. Especially when you communicate with a woman. She'll text you something, you reply, and before you even reply, she texting you something else. God dang, can I reply?
Yeah. And sometimes they don't even be reading the whole full text.
Nope.
I told one girl, she was sending me the long paragraph, and I told her, I said, hey, look, I don't think me and you compatible. You know what I'm saying? I said you were kind of toxic, and I said ever since me and you started linking up, you got like a lot of drama, a lot of problems in your life. And it's stressing me out. You and your daughter beefing and this and that. I said, look, I ain't got time for it. I said, I hate to do you like that, but look, I'm gonna go my own way, and I hope you fix everything you got going on with your family. So she didn't even read this. I know she didn't read my text. Yeah, babe, and look, babe, yeah. And I don't know why she started calling me babe. I don't know where we got to that point at. But now all of a sudden I'm babe. Like, yeah, babe, and then another thing, and we should do this and this and that, and yeah, and my daughter this and that. So like 4 texts later, she like, oh, now I feel stupid. I just read your text. Well, I can't believe you think I'm a gold digger and you think I'm this and that. Hey, bitch, please listen. I tell every woman, look here, you want the cheat code to mess with me? peace and quiet. Listen, peace and quiet, okay? And self-control, watch your mouth, and don't be asking me for shit, okay? If you need something, then have the balls to tell me you need something. All that nickel and dime chump change shit, asking me, because you only got 3 times to ask me for something.
Yeah.
So you better ask me for something you really need it. Hey, I'm in a messed up situation. I wonder if you can help me out real quick. Woo. What you need? Oh, I need $275. I'm short. I hate to ask you. Fine. If I choose to give it to you, that's on me. But all that, hey, can you cash at me $50? Can you cash at me $100? Hey, can you come pick my daughter up? Hey, bitch, I'm not your baby daddy, your husband. The fuck out of my face. No.
Yeah.
You fuck along with that weird ass shit. No, I just went to the bar yesterday. What the fuck you talking about? So anyway, let me play this Ray J stuff.
Bet.
This fool here.
Remember, I said asses are being taken. Asses are being taken in ways that nobody can explain. I said that on the national news. That shit went viral. And guess what? Niggas thought I was talking about Diddy. That's why I got into it with his sons, because they come pressing me. I'm like, bro, mind y'all business. Y'all don't even know who I'm talking about. Nigga, I'm talking about Suge, bro. I'm talking about Suge taking niggas, not Diddy. Suge is a big ass raper taker for men, bro. I mean, a real taker. And he can't deny this, bro. We used to go to the store and get that nigga like 25 sticks of like butter, parquet butter, the sticks. He used to take them back and he used to shove them up niggas' ass and fuck them, bro. And females. It was crazy, bro. I can't even believe that I said that. But since you trying to darken my name, Suge, and trying to say some gay shit about me when you know I got a lot of gay friends and you know the gay community supports me. So, like I'm bulletproof unless my dick been in that hole. And if it was, then I'll be celebrated even more because now I'm like one of the flyest, gayest niggas out, but I can't take that credit. I can't do that, bro. And you trying to throw gay shit on me like it's bad to be gay when you know that my dick's only going in pussy holes, bro. It's crazy, bro. But we know what holes you like. Every hole. You was fucking bitches in the ass, niggas in the ass, bitches in the ear, the nose.
This nigga's insane, man. This is some of the most insane shit I've ever heard. But this is what the internet has become. In my opinion, the internet has become a place where you just come on here, say the most outlandish shit to go viral, lie on motherfuckers. This is crazy, dude. Like, Suge doing it too. Suge doing it. He calling from jail, calling people channels, talking about, oh, he seen Dr. Dre fucking niggas. And this is my thing. To everybody that's saying you seen, I had a problem when Eazy-E and when Eazy-E and Dr. Dre fell out, right? When Eazy-E started saying, oh, Dr. Dre, real gangster. Oh, he was in a world-class wrecking crew, and he started showing the little pictures of him with the shiny suits. Okay, but Yellow's still in y'all group, and Yellow was in the world-class wrecking crew. All y'all fucked with them, right? And if Dre was gay and that was your man's in them, then you supported it. So what the fuck you talking shit about now for? So my question to y'all is this: if what Ray J is saying is true, that he used to go to the store for Suge and get sticks of butter, so for the purpose of Suge fucking people in the ass with butter, okay, which is ridiculous. But if that's true, ain't Ray J gay too then? Like, ain't you an accomplice or something? Like, I don't understand.
No, he's definitely an accomplice because, it's no way possible that I know somebody is doing these acts and I'm going to the store. Nigga, you going to the store your goddamn self. I'm not going to the store for you.
Facts.
And watch this. You know how they do it. That's your big homie. That was his big homie at first, wasn't it?
Right.
And remember who taught you? Most of the time it was your big homie that taught you what to and what not to do. How to move and how not to move. So a lot of people say Ray J weird. You know what I'm saying? And so many ways and so many facets. And once again, we talking about a small society. This is a small society, a small number of people. You know what I'm saying? In the world that people look up to. And it's crazy that we having these conversations about these people that we've been knowing for years. They've been talking about the industry was weird as hell in the first place. So when they was getting these shows and getting into these shows and these directors that was funny, all of a sudden you don't think you was getting all these, if they was getting all these roles in these shows and getting certain music out here, you ain't a part of that community. Come on, man. You can't tell me. That's why a lot of these guys why they ain't talking about all these people that was at these Diddy parties that was famous. Why they ain't popping up no longer?
Because a lot of that stuff about them Diddy parties was fake. That was fake news from last year. The FBI got them tapes. Even Cassie and them said, man, even the escort said that it was Diddy and Cassie smashing escorts.
Well, 7A, you might disagree with me, but I believe all the politicians and all the people with the real name, they just discarded those tapes. Just my personal opinion.
Well, that could be true. That could be true. That definitely could be true. Because I heard some stuff too about Ivanka Trump. So now, if Ivanka Trump, I'm just saying, y'all talking about Trump might not pardon him. I bet you he will get him out of there. But let me say my little piece about the Ray J thing, and I could be wrong. Y'all let me know. Did Ray J seem like he was intoxicated? Yeah, he was drunk. He was drinking in the video.
He always intoxicated.
He looked inebriated for sure. So that's why I was like, when 78 questioned the validity of what he's saying, but at the same time say if it's true, he looked like he was drunk. But sometimes when you're drunk, the truth come out too. So we don't know. But at the end of the day, like you said, I'm not going to get no butter for nobody, and I know they doing that type of action. Period.
Bro, right? And why you Ray J? Why is you the send off to go to the stove? Why is you the dude to go to the stove? And can't nobody go to the stove but you? Like, come on, bro.
He was a little homie. He was the little homie, and he wanted to be involved. You know how it is, bro.
Man, that
little homie, and he wanted to be involved. Now he gonna tell because he can't get touched at this moment of time.
And then the crazy part is when you come out with a story like that, you got to elaborate. You got to go all the way with it. You can't just put it out there, just trying to be vindictive and then don't stand on it. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Yeah, I think personally, man. I think about the Suge is I don't put nothing past Suge, but the butter story I don't believe. But I don't put nothing past Suge. I think Ray J was trying to be funny with the butter thing. I think
he said 25 sticks of butter,
right,
bro.
Come on. That's like because he's trying to play off the Diddy baby oil thing. Like Diddy got the baby oil, Suge got the butter. You know what I'm saying? It's like, but the reason why I say I don't put nothing past Suge is because Suge was known to beat people down and then like piss on them. I don't know what's that about.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, all of them in Death Row used to do that. I never understood the concept of beating a dude down. You beat up another man and then you pee on him. What do your dick have to do with any of this?
And then I'm gonna tell you something else. One of his main hitters was a fruitcake because it was Wag 100 partner. Wag 100 talk about it all the time when his partner got killed. But he used to be, he used to do a lot of Suge dirty work, and he was a fruitcake. He was known for beating people up, but he messed with men.
Yeah, you gotta be careful who you have in your crew. Back in them days in the streets and stuff, it was good to have some send-offs and some nutty dudes, but you gotta be careful because some of them dudes are animals and savages, man. And you don't want them mugs around you, bro, because when you supposed to be going in the house to handle business, these weirdos is looking at the woman in the house. You know what I'm saying? On some old creepy type time.
Mm-hmm.
I was locked up with the dude, man. Look how these dummies got caught. They robbed a dope house, stash spot, right? They little crew. I ain't gonna say their name, but they robbed the stash spot, and it was like $70,000-$80,000 up in there. They had the money, and they had two dudes in the tub tied up, right? And they had the money, so it's a clean getaway. What they do? One of the dudes in the crew decide, nah, man, I'm gonna make this dude suck that dude dick. That's what we gonna do.
What?
Yes, that's what these niggas did. It was all over the news. And so I'm sitting in the jail listening to this shit. And so I'm talking to one of the dudes who was in the crew. He's like, man, what the fuck are you doing? We got the money. Let's go. He like, nah, man, make these niggas suck each other dick. That way we know they ain't gonna say nothing. He's like, man, fuck that. These niggas gonna be looking for you for the rest of your life. You make them do some shit like this. You
Nah,
got to kill
fact.
these niggas. You got to kill these niggas. You make them do that shit. He said, sure enough, dude. He said he went to the car. Them niggas was in the house for another 10 minutes. Right? Police come. Right? He drive off. He get caught though eventually because they told on him. But the police come. The upstairs neighbors heard some ruckus, whatever, called the police, snatched these niggas up, and the police walk into a fucking gay porno. These niggas is sucking dick and niggas got guns and like, what the fuck y'all doing? Now you trying to be hard. No, man. See, we came to get the money. No, nigga, you gay. You gay. What the fuck is y'all in here doing, bro?
No, for real, bro. I don't want to see nothing like that, bro.
Right. You could play it off all you want to about, oh, we were just trying to punk them. Nah, bro, come on, fam. You trying to punk them, then, it's in jail. You know what punks do in jail, don't you?
Yeah, so another man's bitch. That's what the punk is, another man's bitch.
Bro, they had a clean getaway, bro. God.
Yeah, they had a clean getaway. It's disgusting,
Creeps, bro. It's a lot of creepy that goes back into play with Zion. He was a creep. He was a porn creep. And he got his opportunity and he paid to play. You know what I'm saying? So that's when it comes down to those fetishes. That's why, hey, these women out here need to be mindful of the men. These women need to be mindful of the men they bring in their homes. These men need to be mindful of the women they're dealing with and leaving their seed and their children with. We have to become, man, we got to get back to the reality of right and wrong and what's true. You know what I'm saying? And what's fake. And at the end of the day, everybody following these stars, bro, and they all in that little circle of nothing but creeps. Because Hollywood it ain't nothing but a show of creepiness, man. Nothing but a show of creepiness.
And then when you think about a lot of people like Ray J, like a lot of stars that grew up in stardom and their childhood, most of them are weird, crazy, Looney Tune, all of the above. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because of what they done seen and what they done went through and what they done had to do. Look what they did to Cruz, your boy Terry Crews. You know what I'm saying? And I think that was some real shit for him to come out. But that's what them creepy ass type of people do at that level.
Now check this out, bro. Oh my bad. Go ahead. No, go ahead, Cook.
Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, to your Terry Crews point. Now look how big this dude is. For them to be that bold to come up and grab him, imagine what they're gonna do to a youngster. If they wasn't scared of Terry Crews and retaliation, man, these little Hollywood kids don't stand a chance. Any of them little Hollywood stars coming through the TV series and stuff, man, all of them getting dealt with. I'm telling you, getting Drew Barrymore. They say when she was little, she used to be at Hollywood parties upstairs in the room drunk, and her parents downstairs partying, and they go upstairs looking for her. It's 5 grown men in the room while she in the bed asleep. She a kid. All kind of weird stuff is going on, man.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah. Remember them boys, the Corey Feldman and the Corey Haim from Lost Boys and stuff, the movies in the 80s?
Yeah.
Yep. They say they got abused when they was little. And both of them end up being drug addicts and alcoholics and died.
Bro, wow. I think all of them go through that process when they get to another level, man. And once again, their parents. So what we're saying is those guys that are telling those visions and creating those opportunities, man, something is wrong with it. And I mean, I don't want to go in the spiritual aspect because for me, that's what it comes down to. And once again, if you in the industry for a long period of time and you're doing certain things and you're getting certain roles, I don't care what nobody's saying, you in that lifestyle. Because them in order to get them major roles, you got to do something to get it. So a lot of times too, because they have no use for a woman in the sense of some of their fetishes, they extend themselves over to that area. And it's all about empowerment. So it's almost as if they have the mindset of dogs, because what do dogs do if they can't get a female dog? They humping on a male dog.
Mm-hmm.
And when you get your fetish fulfilled after a certain period of time, you looking for another fetish. Am I right? Am I wrong?
No, you're right. You're right. It's an appetite for destruction. It keeps growing.
And every man, if you ever know, it can't be nobody on here. Ain't nobody on this show can't say they ain't never had a fetish about a midget. Can't nobody say they ain't have a fetish about a big chick. Can't nobody say they ain't had no fetish about 2 women, 3 women. And then it's some creeps that I don't mean to call them creeps. I apologize. It is what it is. It's some guys that got feet fetishes. You feel me? We won't understand it because we ain't got a feet fetish. It's some people got hand fetishes. We won't understand we ain't got that fetish. But I know I got fetishes, and and as a man, I be real with that fact. The knowledge of good and evil is within me. That's when you got to quench those things. Because when we say it's weird, some person on there like, nah, that ain't weird to me.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. That's a good cooking note. But yeah, man, this was a good chop up, man. This is a good build today, man. Salute to the chat. Oh, and Shelton said Corey Feldman is still alive. My bad. I didn't mean to put him in the dirt like that. Corey Hain, I think, is the one who passed away.
Okay.
Yeah. But Blue Way, tell people where they can find you, man.
Nah, man, we right here on the No 304 show, man. I appreciate y'all for joining, man. Like I said, we'll be monetized soon. You know, keep staying with the program. Like I said, we're going to give y'all the real subjects. You know, we're not going to be like a lot of different podcasts. No parenting. We're going to give y'all some real perspective from men with real experiences, man. So we appreciate y'all. Keep supporting us, man. And like I say, when we get monetized, you know, y'all be able to bless the show, and we're going to take it up another notch for sure.
Yes, sir. Tell the homie, where you at, man? You on social? You got social media?
Yeah. I'm P Smurf on social media. So all you got to do is you can go to Instagram, put in P Smurf. You'll see the symbol. You see the brand. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
And it's on Facebook as well. You'll see. You go on P Smurf. You'll see me live. And then I got a lot of little links, but you know I'm just getting back into play. I got off social media because I'm like y'all. When I first got on during COVID, it started getting big too quick to me. And once again, I'm one of those bad boys that move in silence and violence. So
yeah, my brother,
I come from the west side of Chicago.
My brother Israelite, so you know how they be. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So yeah, I'm trying to make sure I maintain and stay in the positive area because these brothers need it. And I was one of the people that came from the street and left, and I'm one of the big bros that they was needed, but I needed to go and understand the system because there was a lapse and a gap in the system, and if you don't know what your enemy is doing, they can conquer you at it all times. So I had to go and educate myself in their system, and now I'm bringing that information back to try to educate the brothers we got to get back online and intact. So you looking for me? I just got on TikTok. YouTube, I'm getting into play with everything, so you see it. P Smurf, Poppy Smurf Estate, you'll see me out there. And then I'm tapped in with my brother Traylon, so the more y'all do, the more I'm involved, man. You know what I'm saying? International, we can do it.
Yes, sir, man. I want to thank everybody. Thank the panel for coming through, blessing us with their presence. Salute to the chat. Appreciate y'all coming through and supporting us, man. Share this video, hit that like button. We'll see y'all next week, man. We up out of here. Deuces.